right now. Alright, well here's the first question. How did you find out about the Moms Program? And how has being a part of the support group been a benefit to you? So,
Two-part question.
yeah, how did you find out about the Moms Program? How has being a part of it?
Well, you're asking me to go back almost 9 years ago. I think I was referred to you guys when I was pregnant with my daughter Jalen back in 2000. And during that time, actually as of this time right now, but during that time I was going through a rough period in my life, and being a single mom again 12 years later after I had my son, it was a struggle because I said that I would never do that again until I got married. And a friend of mine had referred me to the Moms Program and said that she felt that I was a good fit for it because she felt that I could benefit from you guys as far as finding myself again. And just getting the strength that I needed to actually go through motherhood as a single mom all over again 12 years later. And actually the Moms Program has actually benefited me because it's made me a better mom and a stronger mom. And just being here around other women and other single women that's going through the same struggles that I've gone through or have been going through, it just gave me the opportunity to see that I can do this again, and gave me a little bit of confidence in myself, because at one time in my life I was afraid of not only failure, but I was afraid of success, and the Moms Program kind of helped me overcome that. It's still a little bit in me, but I'm overcoming it.
How has Brenda's book, Financial Relief for Single Parents, been a benefit to you? And you can even talk about her visit here, if that influenced you at all.
Her visit here really influenced me because to know that she's a former Daytonian, and to know that she struggled just like I did, just like many other moms did, and just to know that you can come out of that. You have some hard times, but by the grace of God, you can come out of that. And that was the strongest benefit to me, because sometimes when you're in a struggle, you kind of think that there's no light at the end of that tunnel, and she helped me to see that there is light at the end of that tunnel, and that you can be a success. So that helped me in that way. And her book is just phenomenal. Some of the things I used to do and then I stopped doing, and just to see it in black and white, with the budgeting tips and goodwill and things like that, it kind of kept me on track.
Okay. What goals would you say were either birthed in you or encouraged, goals that were birthed in you or encouraged in you while going through the book and the program? Or some things that came about or were encouraged in you?
I would say encouraged in me, once again, my photography business. I had always loved to take pictures since I was a kid. And I had heard a pastor say at one time that God gives you gifts early on, either at birth or as a child. He gives you gifts. You just have to look back and kind of figure out what gifts those are. And he also said that what your passion is, if you look back in your life, you have probably already been doing it in some sort of way or another. You just didn't recognize it. And when I look back in my life, I was like, oh my gosh, I have always had some type of camera, in my hand, but I never thought that it would actually be something that I would be passionate about as an adult. And right now I'm at a point in my life that, that's all I love to do, and I'm just, hopefully my business get really booming and I can actually do it full time. So.
Shauna, what is the biggest dream you have for yourself and for your family? What's the biggest?
The biggest dream. Just to be a successful mother and entrepreneur, and to have something that I can leave to my children, which is, I want to leave them a legacy, which is the reason why I came up with my photography business name, which is LaJ Studios. LA for Lamont, JA for Jalen. And they just love that. They're like, oh, okay, you're going to actually name us, name your studio after us. And I say, yeah, of course, I want to be able to leave something to you guys. And so when I'm no longer here, you can always have something, okay, well, my mom left us this, and, she left us this legacy. And I think that's just very important, for me as well as anybody it should be. Another dream that I have is that I want to start my own nonprofit organization. You know, being a single mom and going through a lot of struggles and, you know, talking to other single moms, we as mothers, you know, we are strong, we are independent, but at the same time we have to depend on man as far as like jobs and things like that. And I guess I've always had an entrepreneur spirit on me, and I want to see that on other women, because when you're in a bind, especially the way the economy is now, everybody's like, oh, I can't do anything because, you know, they've been in bondage for so long because they're working at GM and that's all they know. They don't have anything to fall back on. So when they take the buyout or something like that, they're kind of stuck and they're lost because that's all they know. They never had another skill that they could, you know, build upon, or, you know, to even, you know, put into action. I want to just get with women to say that, you know, it's okay to work for people, but at least have something to fall back on. You know, another non-traditional skill, whether it's doing hair, photography, videography, web design, especially something that you can actually do in your home that you don't have to go out and rent a space for or something like that. And I want to kind of start a nonprofit organization to get women together and just teach them different skills, or to see kind of like where they at, you know, to let them know that this is not the end of all end. You know, you don't have to work for somebody for the rest of your life. You can also be that someone that someone's working for. So, that's my dream.
Shauna, thank you very much.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Didn't hurt so much.
That was wonderful,
Good job.
Shauna.